What's going on, guys? This is Danny, Slow Restoration. You guys were asking for it, so we're gonna do it. The track's open today. It's a very cold Saturday morning. We're gonna get the Turbo GMC prepped and get it to the track. Let's get fired up and backed out. The first thing in drag strip prep is I actually take my 35s off and put my 285, the stock PYO rims, and the 30, they're like a 33-inch tall tire, but it's a 285 tire, mainly because, you know, these are expensive and we're just doing burnouts really. So the first step is to get them swapped out. There we go. Got the 285s on. We did a quick once over while we were underneath, make sure nothing was falling off. Everything looked like it should, so we should be ready to go. I'm gonna top off our meth tank. It goes in our windshield washer fluid bottle, and then we'll just check normal stuff, make sure oil's good, transmission fluid's good, everything's ready to go. We might actually, I think we're gonna bump up that MSD two-step a couple notches too, put it up to about 3,000 RPMs. We're on our way, guys. It is cold. It's 41 degrees out today. We do need to stop and put a little bit more fuel, gas in it. Yeah, we won't fill it, but we'll put a little bit more in the quarter tank. When you're drag racing, it's always good to have a little bit more in it than that, because it could starve the pump. But we're on our way. We'll see you when we get there. We're pulling up to it, guys, and it actually looks pretty crowded. It's kind of surprising. Well, maybe just because it's a decent day and it's cool out, but not a lot of people in the staging lanes. So hopefully we can get a few runs in. Pull right around and get teched in real quick, and then we'll get right in the lanes. Try and get a few runs in before it starts cooling off. There's some cars here anyway. It's not overly crowded, but it is nice to have some stuff running in between your runs. So keeps the track a little bit better too. It looks like they're doing some prep work down there now. Let's get some GoPros set up and we'll go down and get in line. It's been a while, guys, since I've been to the track, so we gotta remember what all we need to do. We're going to do a burnout, and then we're going to put our meth, put it in high boost. We're running in tow haul mode, and I'm sure I'm forgetting something. I think I'm going to try something different this time, to actually go around the water box and back into it. off too. You see? Yeah, we definitely blew an intercooler pipe off. So anything that could go wrong on that run did go wrong, and we'll have to fix it. We'll get out there and try it again. So the first one was absolutely horrible. Like I said, I don't know if, hopefully you could hear me, but everything that could go wrong did go wrong on that run. I left the two-step on the burnout, which didn't work. And we spun hard, really hard. I pedaled it and it never came back until we got way out. And then when I finally did get some boost, laid some power down, the intercooler line or hose blew off. So we popped the hood and we got that fixed. There's the hose right down in there. So let's jump back in, give it another shot. See if we can do this right this time. Try four-wheel drive, guys. Blew the intercooler pipe off, but we did launch in four-wheel drive, so I'm kind of anxious to see what that was. All right, guys, I'm super excited here. We did blow the intercooler pipe off again. I did launch in four-wheel drive, which is actually the first time I've ever launched in four-wheel drive at the dry strip. It launched pretty hard because it knocked something loose with our fuel gauge. Our 60-foot work car 340. We cover some stuff up here first. Our 60 foot was the best it's ever been. Still not great, a 1.9 60 foot, 1.97. Eighth mile was a 7.67, and our first ever 11-second quarter mile. Like I said, we did blow the intercooler piping off at the end, so our mile per hour is way down. I'm extremely curious to see what that run would have been if we did not blow the intercooler piping off. But 11.98. The GMC's in the 11s, guys. Let me get this intercooler piping put back together and hopefully we can make another run. I've been struggling with that for a while. We're definitely gonna have to do something different with it, but let's put it back together, see if we can't make another pass. definitely red lit there. This guy left on me super early, and I just left. I was watching the lights come down. I knew it was going to be a red light, and I just left. I wanted to actually try and stick with him, and it was close. We did launch in 4-wheel drive again. Getting better, guys. Wow. 11.88, 113.8 mile an hour. I did reach up. I don't know if you caught that. I did throw it in 2-wheel drive at the end of the track. I don't know if that helped or not. 60 foot was a 188, which is, I've never been out of the 2s in this truck launching it in 2-wheel drive. Get up here. We did get an engine light there, so I don't know how much more I'm going to press it, but that's impressive. We are super happy with that. We're car 340 left lane, 92 mile an hour in the 8th, and quarter mile 1188. I knew this truck had 11s in it. Now I know it's got probably 11.5s in it if we do a little bit more tuning and fine tuning. Again, guys, I don't know if I said this. Usually I take all my extra weight out. I have my whole tool bin. I didn't have anyone here with me today, so I didn't want to just throw this stuff out. So we have all the extra weight in the truck. It probably weighs at least 100 pounds more than it normally does on race day. So it is what it is. Let's give it a quick once over. We did pop an engine light. I just want to look at it, make sure everything looks good. I don't think we're going to keep beating on it. Again, guys, here's our time slip. We're car 340. You can see on the windshield. We were in the left lane. We did red light on this one. 188, 60 foot. I think I went over all this anyway, but you can see it for yourself. 11.883 is our best quarter mile in this truck to date, and a 113.88 mile per hour. I don't know if that's our best, to be honest with you. Probably not, because I think this truck's hit 114, 115 before. We were running most of the run in 4-wheel drive, so that definitely affected mile per hour, I'm sure. Truck weighs 6,300 pounds, probably a little bit more. Like I said, it has all the tools and stuff in it, so it's heavy, it's fast. Let's get it home. We also have some news. All right, guys, we're gonna jump back inside here. Like I said, it did pop a check engine light, so we'll scan that. That's pretty much the reason I didn't keep running. And there's no sense beating on the truck. We accomplished what we wanted to accomplish. We hit our 11-second mark, and that happened before the fuel gauge not reading. When you launch hard, it knocks something loose in the sender, and I can fix that. It just kind of sucks that it happens, but that's the issues you run into in making big land yachts like this move fast. GMC did extremely well today. Very proud of it. We're in the 11s, guys. And everyone says a rear mount doesn't work. So there it is. And then push this 6,300 pound truck into the 11s. Which brings me to a big announcement. we actually are going to do another build, another Turbo GMC build. It's going to be a completely different truck. It's not this one. With all the controversy with front mount, rear mount, we're working with a company. Hopefully all that works good. And we have another truck. It's not my truck, but we are building it. It's a friend of mine. It's very similar. It's actually the same color. It's 4-door instead of extended cab. It's short bed. But other than that, it is not lifted either. I know a lot of people complain about this truck. Take the lift out, it'll be faster. Yes, it would be, but I built this truck because I like it. And it's just the way it is. So we're not taking the lift out of this, but we will be building another truck. Like I said, it's this one's an 04. That one's going to be an 03. 4-door short bed, same color, not lifted. A front mount turbo for sure. We're probably going to do the exact same turbo that's on here. A similar Texas speed cam, if not the exact same cam, and just be able to compare the two. So there will be no question at that point how much better a front mount is than a rear mount. I think they're going to be really close. There's probably some benefits with a rear mount turbo system, but I think there's, well, I don't know. We're gonna document the build. We'll have videos of the build. I'm not real sure. It could go either way. There's nothing wrong with the front mount, of course. That's what most builds are. And but I think there might be some disadvantages, some advantages to a rear mount. So at the end of the day, I think it's going to be extremely close to one another. So